Good morning students, I hope you all are doing well. My name is Kanika. In previous tutorial we have learnt about pandas library and how you can use them. In this tutorial we are going to discuss series, one of the data structure which are used in pandas. So let's begin. In Python, pandas, the object which we are going to study is series. So series is a one-dimensional labeled array capable of holding data of any type: integer, string, float, Python, object, etc. The access labels are collectively called the index. So basically series is 1D labeled array. Labeled means it has some labeling. As you can see here, the values are such as 78, 45, 12, 89, 56. These are values which are stored inside the memory and they are labeled. That means they have an index value. For example, 78 is stored at position 0, 45 at 1, 12 at 2, 89 at 3 and 56 is 4. So this is how the things are labeled, and this is labeling is called as index value. The access labeled are collectively called as index. Panda series is nothing but a column in an Excel sheet. So in layman language, in common man language, we can say that Panda is like a column, one column in Excel sheet. So basic feature of series are homogeneous data. Same type of data can be stored in series, say all values and elements are integers. So it stores homogeneous data, that means same type of data. Next is size is immutable. Immutables means it can't be changed. Size of the series cannot be changed. Once you have defined it, you cannot increase or decrease the size of the series. Next is values of data mutable. That means value of series can be changed, but the value can be changed. For example, here I can change 78 to 87, but I cannot change the size. For example, here the size of the series is 5. So I cannot change the size and make it 6 or 10. It is like one-dimensional array capable of holding data type of any type, and series can be created using the constructor. So basically, the syntax of initializing any series is pandas dot series. Here there are 4 parameters. You can see 4 arguments, that is data, index, dtype and copy. Let us understand. So parameters of series, as we have discussed, they are data, index, dtype and copy. So let us understand them. First is data. It can be any list, dictionary or scalar value. So anything which you are going to store inside a series is called as data, and series can be made by using list, dictionary or scalar value. So list and dictionary you have studied in your previous class. Also we have discussed list and dictionary in your review of Python. So they are used for creating or storing data inside a series. So data can be anything, list or dictionary. Next comes the index. The value of the index should be unique, okay, and hashable. Hashable also means unique. So the index value at which the value is going to be stored should be unique. It must be of the same length as data. If we do not pass any index, default np.arrange will be used. So you can also pass the index value, what the labeling you want to give to your data, or else it will automatically take using this numpy function, that is arrange n. So it will arrange the index according to its own, okay, if you don't give the index. Then comes the dtype, that it refers to the data type of the series. What is the data type of the series? As we know that series can hold only homogeneous type of data. Next is copy, that is used for copying the data. So this is not a much used term, just need to know that what does copy do. It used for copying the data. So now let us come how you can create a series. So basically you are going to learn 3 ways in which you can create a series. First is array, second is by using dictionary, and third is by scalar value or any constant value. So we are going to learn how we are going to create series by using these 3. Also we can create series in 2 ways. First is creating an empty series. Empty series means we are not going to pass any data, we are not going to store any data, we are just going to create an empty series. And second is create a series using inputs. So first we are going to know how you can create a empty series. So this is the syntax, that is series object is equal to pandas.series. So you can see in the code over here. So we have imported the pandas libraries as pd and pd.series, and pd.series is returning some value which is we are storing in x, and then we print that value. So the output is empty. As you can see, there is no data and the data type is float 64. The below example creates an empty series type that has no values and have a default data type, that is float 64. So you may be asked in your Viva or in 1 marks question or in MCQ that what is the default data type of a series. So it is float 64. Next we will learn how you can create series from array. So before creating a series, firstly we have to import the NumPy module. Obviously when we are going to use array, we need NumPy module, then use the array function in the program. So we have studied NumPy in the previous tutorial, so you know how you can use that. If the data is ND array, then passed index must be of the same length. If we are going to use the ND array, so the passed index, that means the index which we are going to pass, should be same as the length of the data. If we do not pass an index, then by default index of range n is being passed, where n defines the length of an array. If we do not define index, as I have told you earlier that it is not compulsory to define an index. So what happens in the case of array, as we are using NumPy over here, so its function range n will be used, which is being passed where n defines the length of the array, which is passed, that means it tells the range. For example, I am giving array such as 4, 2, 3, 7. So it has 4 length, okay. So length of the array is 4, okay, and then range minus 1. So this is how it can, so 4 is the length, then range of 4 minus 1. So this is how it can calculate its index on its own. Next is creating series from an array. So this is the code which you can use, that is you first import the pandas, then you import the NumPy as PD and NP. Then for creating an array, you are going to use the NumPy, that is np.arrays, and pandas, that is pandas, and storing that in info. And then you are creating pd.series and you are passing the info, that is the data. Here you can see that we are not passing any index. So when you print A, that is the series, that is pandas, so you can see that it has created its own index. So it has created its own index by 0, 1, 2 up to 5, and the data type of this is object. So this is how you can use array of NumPy library for creating a series. So here's some more examples how you can use ND array or array. Here also without index. This is the example just we saw now, that how you can create without an index. Now note that default index is starting from 0. Okay. So here there might be a printing mistake. There is a typing mistake by me. So index will be 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now here I am explicitly, that means I am giving the index value. So index value which I am giving is 100, 101, 102 and 103. So I will print that. It is same. It is just the same. The only difference is I am passing here data. I am also passing here data. Then I give a comma and I pass the index also. So when you print it, so the corresponding address will be, corresponding index will be typed as you have given, 100, 101, 102, 103. So its data type will be object. Index is starting from 100 because you have given here 100. It's not necessary that you give that in the same in the order. You can also increase, put some steps, put some gap in between them, and can do whatever index you want to do as per your data. Next is you can also create series by using dictionary. So we can create series from dictionary if the dictionary object is being passed in as input and the index is not specified. So when you are using index for making the series and you are not passing the index explicitly, then dictionaries are taken in sorted order to construct the index. So you know dictionary already have keys, right? We have learned that the dictionary already had keys. So what happens, जब आप उसको index नहीं देते explicitly, आप उसको index नहीं दे रहे हो, तो वो क्या करता है कि जो उसकी keys को होता है, keys जो उसकी आपकी dictionary की होती है, उसको sorted order के अंदर arrange करके वही index बन जाता है. Okay, so key gets into a sorted order and they act as an index and they construct themselves into the form of index. If index is passed, then values correspond to the particular label in the index will be extracted from the dictionary. And if you pass the index, अगर आप index देते हो, तो it will accordingly be assigned to that data. So here is an example. You import pandas library, so pandas as PD, and you import NumPy, that is NumPy as NP. It is not necessary because we are not using NumPy over here. We are using dictionary. So here you can see I have made a dictionary info. Then I have passed it into series and then printed it. So you can see the output XYZ and the values, that is 0.0. Why it is 0? We have given 0 point here, but it is printing 0.0 because it is float type, and when you print a float type value, it will be printed in this manner only, and data type here is float 64. Next, there are some more examples here without index. It is similar, which we have discussed in the earlier way, that we are just initializing our dictionary over here and passing it into a series and then printing it out, and the data type here is float. Now, if I want to give index, so see here I have given index in a format such as B, C, D, A. There is no order which I have followed. But here, index, you can see that index is taken as per the key values of the dictionary. Previously when we used array, तो हमारा जो index था that was 0, 1, 2. 0 से स्टार्ट होता था ऑटोमेटिक इंडेक्स, बट यहाँ पे उसने क्या करा है, इंडेक्स की वैल्यू अपनी की से ले ली है, जो उसकी की है वो इंडेक्स वैल्यू बन गई है. बट अगर हम उसको अपने आप से कोई की देते हैं तो वो अपने आप से डेटा को सॉर्ट कर देता है. जैसे यहाँ पे फर्स्ट की इज इंडेक्स इज बी, so it will correspond it to the key B and it will print 1.0. Then C it will find out, then C 2.0, then D is not here, so it is returning nan. What is nan? Nan stands for not a number. It is numerical data type used to represent any value that is undefined or unpresentable. So it is kind of a null, or nan means that there is nothing which you can represent corresponding to D. अब D के against कुछ भी यहाँ पे show नहीं कर सकते, तो it is a it will show nan, and then comes A shows 0.0. So you can see how index has accordingly sorted the dictionary which you have defined here, and the data type is returned as float 64. So now next is creating a series using a scalar value. Scalar value basically means any constant value. So for example, here I am importing the panda, that's PD, and then I am using pd.series 4. So 4 is a constant value and I have given index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this 4 value will be repeated for all the index values over here. So this is how you can also create a series using scalar or a constant value. So here the scalar value will be repeated for matching the length of the index. So it will be repeated to match the length of the index. Next, you can also perform some mathematical operations on the series. For example, you can see I have imported pandas PD1 here. So I have created two series, that is PD1 series 1, 2, 3. Here I have directly passed a list inside the series. I have not made like here what in the previous PPTs previous slides what I was doing. मैं पहले यहाँ पे what I was doing, पहले मैं उसको जैसे मुझे डिक्शनरी पास करनी है तो मैं पहले डिक्शनरी डिक्लेयर करती हूँ और फिर मैं उसको पास करती हूँ. आप यहाँ पे ज़रूरी नहीं है कि आपको यहाँ पे डेटा लिखना हो, आप डायरेक्टली इसके अंदर भी सीरीज में यहाँ पे डेटा की जगह ये एग्जैक्ट ये सब चीज़ें लिख सकते हो. इट इज़ नॉट नेसेसरी कि आप एवरी टाइम you make a different variable and then you pass it, but it is always a good programming practice to make a variable separately and then passing it. Okay, so here instead of making a different variable, we have just passed list directly into this. So pd1.series 1 to 3 and then pd1.series 1 to 4. So what I can do, I can directly just add these two series and you can see the result here. So at 0 position we are getting 1 plus 1 2, at the first position we are getting 2 plus 2 4, and at the second position I am getting 4 plus 3, that is 7. Similarly, you can also multiply it, so you will get the desired result. So 1 into 1 1, 2 into 2 4, 4 into 3 12. So you can see the data type which both of them are returning is integer. So this is how you can perform some mathematical operations directly on series. Next, there are some functions which you can use in series. There are basically two functions which are mentioned in your syllabus, that is head function and tail function. They are very easy to understand, as the name suggests, head. So what it does here, I have declared one series and have directly passed the values in it, that is list. I have passed and I have given index A, B, C, D, E. So now what I am saying, instead of printing whole S, I am saying S dot head, and in bracket I have passed an argument, that is 3. So that means what will it do? Head function means it will cut the value of the series up till 3. ऊपर से head से मतलब 1 2 3. It will print only the first 3 values from the top. So this is the head function. That means it will cut. For example, if I give 4 here, if I pass value 4 here, अगर मैं यहाँ पे 3 की जगह 4 पास करती हूँ, so what will happen? It will return me 1 2 3 4. So first 4 values from the top. First 4 values from the top. So it will return first three elements. You can see A, B, C, 1, 2, 3 as I have given 3 over here, and it will definitely every time it will return a data type. Similarly, there is a tail function. What it does, it returns the last 3 elements of the series, okay, or you can say last 3 elements from the bottom. So here I have written s dot tail, that means it will be returning 5, 4 and 3. You can see it is returning with the corresponding index value. So this was all about this tutorial. In this we learned what are series and how you can create series using arrays, dictionary and scalar values. We are still not over with the series topic. There are some more topics which are left in this. So go through this video in great detail. Try to understand each and everything. This is a very important topic from an exam point of view. And if you have any doubt, feel free to ask me. You can comment your doubts in the comment box below, or you can directly ask me your doubts in the coming doubt session. Thank you.